And if you know the Zoom ID. All right, y'all, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Hopefully we get everyone in. Sorry for the confusion this morning, y'all. Zoom runs the world now. They make the rules, not us. So, but moving forward, I think password will be required moving forward on these calls. So we'll take extra time in the morning to get everyone on and make sure we get that meeting password out in plenty of time for you guys to be ready for class when we get going. But let's go ahead and get rolling here. Welcome to Saturday. My name is Stefan. You may know me as Os. Over to my left, I have Catherine Morgan Fitness, AKA KMO, AKA Large Potatoes. All right. And over here to my right, I got DJ E Wally Wall. We got a nice little Snoop Saturday for you today. Power hour working through, so make sure you have your weight handy. And we're going to start down in a seated position. We're going to start into some 90-90s. I know my low back, my hips are feeling a little bit tight from yesterday, last couple of days. So just coming down to the floor, starting out just passive, little lean over that front leg, taking like a modified figure 4, modified half pigeon here, just a little lean, and then taking it side to side as you see fit. Good work, y'all. Nice and easy, side to side. We're going to start out nice and slow. As Catherine came across there, you saw she took that foot up off the floor. Little pulse up with that rear foot. A little bit of activation in with that mobilization. So if you need that, feel free to take it. What's that? Oh, yeah, good call. Like I said, we are on Snoop Saturday today. We're going to start it out with who am I? What's my name? Snoop Doggy Dogg. We're going to go there in 3, in 2, and bang. Good. Once you're feeling good side to side there, we're going to roll down to our backs. I'm going to pull both knees tight into my chest, little rock forward and back, side to side. You can pull those knees out wide, open those hips up a little bit. You can see Eric taking some little rocks side to side, trying to keep those shoulders nice and flat. Just do what's calling to you right now, whatever feels good. Trying to start out nice and slow, loosening everything up before we get rolling here. If pulling a single knee into your chest feels good, little spinal twist as we pull that knee in and across. Get there. Trying to breathe deeply as we move through these movements. And when you're ready, we're going to put feet down on the floor, about hips width apart, and we're going to pop into some bridges here. Pop into some hip raises. Once you're ready, go ahead and get there. We'll take 8 to 10, pressing those hips up high toward the ceiling. Once you're through 8 to 10 there, let's put a footprint on the ceiling. Let's just take 3 or 4 nice, easy single leg hip raises, just working on a little bit of single leg stability, a little bit of activation, 3 or 4 each way. Footprint up to the ceiling. And if it feels good, we can take those feet up overhead. We'll roll back, trying to open that back up again. If you're ready to move over onto your stomach, feel free to just go ahead and roll it over. We'll make our way over here into that prone position. We'll take hands underneath the shoulders here. Just nice, easy press up through an up dog or a king cobra. Pressing out of those shoulders. You can take vision side to side. Turning those shoulders a little bit, opening those hip flexors up side to side a little bit. Just cycling up and down a couple times each way there. And then when you're ready, we'll take that right arm out wide. If you're not there yet, all good. We'll press out of that left hand, stuck in the mud. We'll roll that shoulder open. Little bonus hip opener as we pull that foot across. And when you're ready, let's come back to center. We'll hit that second side. Again, no rush here. Take my cues if you want them. If you need one side more than the other, you want to stay on that single side for a longer time. Take it, all good. We'll take one more each way. Maybe we take that elbow to 90 degrees now as we open that shoulder up. Eric's giving you an idea what that looks like. Once we're through on both sides there, let's take, coming up to our knees, we'll take hands underneath our shoulders and knees right underneath our hips. We'll take a few cat-cows. Maybe that movement is up and down or side to side. Maybe we're taking some rotations here, but wherever we're at, let's start carrying some weight into our hands. Good, really barreling that back out toward the ceiling, pulling those shoulder blades apart. Take 2 or 3 just like that. Eric's starting to get into his wrists a little bit more. If your grip's feeling beat up, if those forearms are feeling the work from this week, feel free to carry more weight in the hands, change that hand position. And if you're ready, let's widen those knees out. And we're gonna sit back, hips back toward our heels, arms out overhead, lengthening out through our side bodies, finding some length in our triceps and our lats. If it feels good to carry your hands over to one side or the other, feel free to do that. You can see Eric's coming forward a little bit over those hands, opening those hip flexors up. Good, and when you're ready, we'll bring those knees back together. We're gonna come back to all fours. I'm gonna take hand behind my head. I'm gonna roll elbow up toward the ceiling and then drop that elbow down toward opposite wrist. A little bit of thoracic mobilization here. We'll take 5 or 6 over on the right side and then 5 or 6 over the other way. I don't know if Morgan Anderson is on the workout today, but happy to hear that the relief funds from the Tricep Relief Fund are coming your way. Happy to hear the wheels are in motion. 5 or 6 each way there. And when you're ready, let's step that right foot out onto the floor. Just like we've done the past few days, a couple times this week, we're just gonna posture forward into that right leg, opening up that groin. If you wanna take hand up over the top, find some length, go for it, but we'll take 5 or 6 postures forward. Then we'll come out to a 45-degree angle, same thing, out wide here, 5 or 6 there, and then let's take it all the way out to 90. Same thing out wide. Those hamstrings are feeling super tight. Straighten that leg out. Once you're through at that 90-degree angle, let's switch those legs out. We'll take that little lean forward, opening that groin up on the other side, taking a hand up over the top if you need it. 4 or 5 there. We'll come out to 45. Finish out on this side as well. And once you're through there, we'll make our way up to our feet. Coming up to our feet when you're ready. We'll start working through some body weight squats to begin. Nice controlled pace, maybe a 3 or 4 count squat to the bottom, little pause down at the bottom. Just easing into that movement. Again, if you're feeling super tight, once we get to the weekends, chances are we've got a little bit less time to move in your day today. So just pay attention to what you got going, how you're feeling. Working into some squats. You can see Eric starting to take a couple of hip rotations. If that feels good, feel free to take that. The next time you come to the bottom of that squat, let's sit low. We'll take hands to the toes or out in front. We'll take some rotations out, alternating sides. Bring that hand back down to the floor. Big reach up the other way. Let's take 3 or 4 just like that if it's feeling good to you. Breathing through that whole time. Once you're done there, we'll come back up to our feet. Let's take those hands out wide away from each other. Maybe we take them both at the same time or we alternate. Focusing on that internal rotation. Getting into that delt. Zoom can't hold us down with the password, okay? Good, once you're through there, we'll take a reach, coming to 90, we'll rotate it down, up and reach. Any combination of those works great. 5 or 6 just like that. And then let's take those hands across the chest or to the low back. Let's take some hinges, some good mornings forward. We got some good mornings coming in our workout. Slight bend in those knees as we go here. Catherine, you're looking fit. The sun's out, so you know what that means. You know what that means. Good. Once we have 5 or 6 good mornings like that, let's work out wide into a lateral lunge. We'll come back to center. We'll either square that hip out or we'll sit down into that standing figure 4. We'll take 4 or 5 out to the right, 4 or 5 out to the left. Again, apologize for the late start today. Hope we're not tripping anyone up. We're still going to give you your full time on your warm-up and your workout. Good. Once we're through 3 or 4 each way there, we'll take that wide leg, forward fold. Maybe we get out into some windmills, working side to side. Just kind of easing into what you need this morning. Take another 30, 45 seconds here, and then we're going to start bouncing off those toes, and we're going to get active. Good. We'll take 15 more seconds here through whatever movement you're taking currently. Finish it out. And then we'll spend a few minutes getting that heart rate up, getting active. When you're ready, we'll make our way back up to our feet. And we'll start bouncing. Nice, easy little bounce. We're just going to work into some jumping jacks to start. We'll take 8 to 10 jacks, getting those hands up overhead. Once we're through 8 to 10 there, let's take a little shuffle step and a kick. Being kind to those hamstrings. No Rockettes audition today, so just kicking whatever feels comfortable for you each way there. We'll take 3 or 4 each way there, and then let's just take a passive twist. Trying to wring that core out a little bit. Feet moving as one unit here. 4 or 5 each way there. Eric's gone into some A skips. You can take it there if you'd like. He's got them nice loose hands going. A little shuffle forward and back. Good. We'll take a few ice skaters, finding a little pause as we hop it out. Maybe 3 or 4 each way there. Maybe we take a little shuffle. Good. Once you're done there, let's go ahead and shake it out. Grab a little bit of water. Make sure you got your weight handy. And then we'll get rolling here, y'all. So what we've got today is a 6-minute round, okay? 2 movements. We often start with this kind of format in class. The difference today is every 90 seconds, you're going to have a core break, okay? You're going to stop wherever you're at in your rep count, and you're going to jump into that core round. And when you're done with those reps, you're right back into your 2-movement set, okay? So I'm going to call it out every 90 seconds. We'll have 3 core breaks within that 6-minute round. When I call it out, knock those reps out, and then we're right back in. Hopefully we get through at least 3 rounds of our strength movements, maybe into that 4th round, and 3 core movements as we go, okay? So first one in today, we're going to have suitcase deadlifts. We're going to have 5 and 5. So we want to start from the floor, single side. I'm dropping that chest forward, so not deep down into that squat. We bend those knees, taking a hold of that weight, squaring those shoulders and hips, up to the top, right back down, okay? Dropping that chest forward, take 5 suitcase deadlifts on the right, and then we'll take 5 over on the left. From there, we're going to get out nice wide base. That chest coming forward, using that elbow to knee if you need it. We take a nice wide sumo row, 8 over to the right, and then we switch it out, 8 over to the left. Our core movement once we get in, from our back is going to be 6 V-ups, getting those legs out long, big tap up high, and right back through. Okay, we take 6 into those V-ups. When I call that 90-second break, you get them, and then you're right back up. You pick up right where you left off. So I hope you got what you need. Give somebody on that call a virtual high five. And we are going to get rolling here in just a few seconds. So starting out, just to remind you, 5 and 5 on the deadlifts, 8 and 8 on the sumo rows. Listen for my call as we go. Clock is on in 3, in 2, and let's go. Good. As we drop into this movement, taking that chest forward, bending through those knees like a standard deadlift here, but not letting those hips get too far to the floor. Still making it a hinge movement. Catherine's giving you a profile view of what we're looking for here. Once you're through 5 and 5 there, we widen that base out. We take that weight in between the legs now. Nice wide sumo base. And we take 8 single arm rows from that position. Pulling that elbow in nice and tight into our side here. Nice wide base. Keeping those shoulders pulled back. Staying strong and tall posturally here. We take 8 on that single side. Step it to the side, switch it over. We take 8 the other way. Feet should be outside of hips width here. Toes turn slightly out, so that nice wide sumo base. Once you're through 8 and 8, we're right back into those suitcase deadlifts. We're coming up close to that first round here of our core work. So just be aware, you got about 15 seconds left. When I call time on that core break, make sure you know where you are in your rep count, what movement you're on, because you're going to jump right back into it once you're done. Good work, y'all. Keep working through. We stop. We take 6 V-ups in 3, 2, and time. Good. Set that weight down, and we're right in. Down to our mat or down to our floor space, and we take 6 strong V-ups. The clock does not stop, so it's a running clock. Once you're through 6, right back up to your feet, and we pick up in that round right where we left off, all right? So back up to your feet once you're through 6. Grab that weight, and we're right back in wherever you were at. Just a reminder, 5 and 5 on the suitcase deadlifts, 8 and 8 on the sumo rows. You're not starting over. You're just picking up where you were. Hopefully we get through 3.5, maybe 4 full rounds on these strength movements. If you're working out with somebody in your quarantine space, okay, check in with each other on that posture through both these movements, okay, keeping those shoulders back. Like Eric always says, every movement is a core movement, and that holds true, especially true for these 2 movements as we take that hinge, okay? Locking that core in, tight through those hips. Good work, y'all. Keep working through. We've got about 15 seconds until we're into that second core break, okay? 15 seconds, and then we jump back in. Good. Last 5. Knock out those last couple reps, and that's time. Good. All right, we're back into our core movement. 6 V-ups. 6 V-ups, and then we make our way right back up to our feet. Don't rush through these V-ups here. Pulling those shoulders up off the floor. Coming up onto those hips. If we can get hands all the way to toes, that's great. We knock out 6, and we make our way back up to our feet. And we pick up right where we left off. We're on the downhill of this round, okay? Downhill of this round. We're 3.5 minutes in. We've got 1 more core break. My group in here is definitely going to get into that 4th round at a minimum. Depending on what weight you have and how your body's feeling today, you may get there as well. But let's say strong through these movements, not sacrificing any of that form to push through those reps. Great job, y'all. We are 4 minutes into a 6-minute round here. 4 minutes in. Strong single-sided movements. Shoulders, hips, square to the floor and square to the front of your room as you work through. Finishing out, just as a reminder, 5 and 5 on the deadlifts, 8 and 8 on the rows. Keep working, you're doing great. Last couple reps here in 3, 2, and time. Good, we're into our 3rd and final core break. We take 6 V-ups, 6 V-ups from the floor. Once you're through 6 there, we're right back up to our feet, and we're going to have just about a minute left in the round to finish whatever reps we can get through our suitcase deadlifts and our sumo rows. Strong through those single-sided movements, y'all. Great work. Good job, y'all. We are officially at 1 minute left. 1 minute left. No more core breaks. We work straight through the reps we have left. If you can get through to that 4th round, that's great. You've got 45 seconds remaining, y'all. 45 seconds. Check in with how those shoulders and hips are moving. Trying to avoid our rotation as we dropped into these movements. You've got 30 seconds left. Final 30 seconds. If you're starting to lose it, step back from that weight a second. Take a couple deep breaths, and then finish it out. Let's work all the way to the end of the round. We get a little over a minute of rest once we get there, okay? So let's work all the way to the end. That clock's going to beep at you. When you hear that ding, your time is up. Chance to get even on these movements side to side. If you're through 4, you've done your job. Great work. Pausing in 3, in 2, and that's time. Great job, y'all. All right, we got a minute 15 seconds in between this round. Give you a chance to get that breath back a little bit, all right? In studio, off camera, they're saying it's hard. I'm gonna believe that that's the case, okay? If you're struggling at home, just stick with it. We're all in this one together, all right? So next one through, we're gonna go 5 and 5 on a single leg RDL. When that weight is in my left hand, I'm coming off of that right leg, hinging forward, and right back up to the top. If you have a super heavy weight and you wanna take 2 hands on, that's fine, but we're gonna take 5 on the right leg and then 5 on the left. From there, we're going to go into thrusters. 2 hands on that weight from center. We drop into that nice deep squat and then press it out at the top. We've got 8. Okay, so same deal here. 5 and 5 on those single leg RDLs and then 8 thrusters to finish. And then we come down to our back. We're going to take those feet in like we were setting up for a bridge, and we're going penguins. Reaching out toward those heels, keeping those shoulders pulled up off the floor. We go in 5 seconds, starting out with 5 and 5 single leg RDLs, and begin. Let's do it. 1 hand or 2 on the weight. If you choose to have 1 hand on, if your left foot's on the floor, your weight is in the right hand. Little contralateral single leg RDL. 5 and 5. Start this first one out nice and controlled. If you're losing your balance, deepen that breath a little bit. Quality over quantity here. We're not trying to speed through rounds, okay? Grip that floor with your arch on the floor there. Nice strong base. If you can get the weight to the floor, that's great. If not, no worries. Then we're into 8 thrusters. That weight is coming up on center, kettlebell or dumbbell. We find nice deep drop into that squat, and then we use that momentum to the top to push that weight up overhead, trying to keep those elbows in nice and tight. Inside overhead press. We have 8 here. You are 1 minute into the round. You have your first core break coming. Just under 30 seconds here. Just to remind you, it's penguins. 16 total, 8 and 8. If you miss that explanation, get your eyes up on the screen. These guys will show you what it looks like. We'll get 1 profile and then 1 straight on. You've got 10 seconds. Good work. They got through 1 full round here, which is great. Eric's on to number 2. We finish in 2, 1, and time. Good. We're down to our backs. Feet underneath us like we're setting up for a bridge. And then we pull those shoulders up and we alternate side to side. 16 total. Keep in mind, this is a running clock. So you drop right down, get them done. I'm not going to cue you on when to come up. Once you're through 16, you're right back in, right where you left off. Recall where that rep count was. Find your feet, take a couple deep breaths, and you're right back in. We are officially 2 minutes into this second round. Looking super strong and balanced here in studio. You got it, you got it. Again, quality over quantity. The rep counts are low, okay? So let's try and find some little extra range of motion, controlled all the way through this movement. Once again, just like our last round, keep those shoulders pulled back as we drop down into those single leg RDLs. And also as we drop into those squats, eyes up, sitting our butt down low. If we can break 90, great. And then when we go into that press, elbows staying nice and tight all the way through. Good work. Our goal, once again, is going to be get into that fourth round and maybe complete that fourth round as we get through. Good way to pace it out. Everyone's looking great. We're right on the, turning the corner here on this second core break. We're back down to our back in 3, in 2, and let's find that floor, okay? Remember where your rep count is at. Find the floor, and we take those penguins. 16, 8 on each side. Super important that those shoulders are pulled up off the floor. Just a little supine side bend is kind of how you want to think about this one, side to side. Tick-tock, side to side, 8 each way, 16 total, and then we're right back up to our feet, shaking it out, couple deep breaths, and we pick up where we left off in those rep counts. Just as a reminder, 5 and 5 on the single leg RDLs, and 8 thrusters on center. Great job, y'all. We're rounding the corner of minute 4 here, okay? Almost through 4 minutes of this 6-minute round. How they looking over there, Ricky? No one's doing any crazy shit that's not part of the workout, are they? Good work, y'all. 4 minutes in. 4 minutes in. If you need a couple extra little breaths, take them. Hash browns in. I love it. That's all that really matters. Good. All right, y'all. We've got 20 seconds until we get into that third and final set of penguins, okay? Almost there. And then it's a minute and a half. Sailing to the end, finishing those reps out. Good work. Knock out 1 or 2 more reps. And that's time. We're right back down for that third core break. 16 penguins. Pull those heels in. Maybe we extend those legs out a little bit longer this time. Make that reach a little bit further. But either way, we pull those shoulders up off the floor. Little lateral activation, side to side. Getting into those obliques. Once you're through 8 and 8, back up to our feet. Once you make your way back up to your feet, we've got just about a minute left, okay? Just about a minute left. We are 5 minutes in. We got 1 minute left. Let's finish it out. If we're into that fourth round, great. Take a couple deep breaths. Don't be afraid to slow this one down just a little bit. Focusing on that posture. Core nice and tight as we move through. 5 and 5 on the single legs. And then 8 thrusters. Finishes that round out. You've got 30 seconds left to work. If you get through that fourth round and you've got a little extra left, use it. Maybe we just find a static position, a wall sit, or a plank. Or maybe we just take that extra rest. Like I said, you've got a minute 15 on your rest once you're back into it. So keep that in mind. You've got 15 seconds left in this round. 15 seconds left in the round. You're doing great. Finish it out. Last 5. Last 3. And that's time. Great job, y'all. Give your dog some love if they're in the room. If you got someone with you, give them a foot 5. Or give yourself the old pat on the back. Great job. All right, 2 down. We've got 3 rounds left, okay? Next one in, we start out 5 and 5 once again. First movement in, we're going to go half kneeling, side bends, okay? So take a knee down on the floor. I take a post leg out in front. I'm extending that weight up overhead. I'm going to keep my eyes on my weight, just like my Turkish get-ups. I kick that hip out wide. Hand comes to the floor, and then I rotate right back up to the top, okay? If you can get that hand flat, great. Then right back to the top, but eyes on your weight the whole time. 5 and 5 on those kneeling side bends. And then from there, we go 12 kettlebell or dumbbell swings, okay? From that hike position, leaning back, right up to eye level. Take that hinge. Once we're through 12, we set it down, okay? So 5 and 5 and then 12. And then from our back, extending out, arms up overhead, long lever crunches for 10. We get those arms out overhead into that crunch. Clock is on. Let's go. 5 and 5 on your half kneeling side bends. Again, ease into this first round. 5 and 5 on our half kneeling. You're finding that side bend to your open side here. Finding that side bend to your open side. Eyes on your weight as you come down if you're having trouble with that shoulder stability. Okay, nice and easy down to the bottom. We go 5 and 5 there. And once you're through 5 and 5 there, we're coming up to our feet. We take 12 kettlebell or dumbbell swings. 2 hands on center on those swings. Make sure we're getting into a hinge motion once we get into that swing. Good work, y'all. Just rounding the corner on minute number 1 here. Once you're up to your feet, lock that core in, pack those lats, pull those shoulders back. We hinge, and then we bring that weight right out in front. Let the weight fall where it may. Don't hold it up with your shoulders. Bringing those hips all the way through to a neutral position at the top. Good work. You've got 10 seconds into our first move break. We're coming down for our core movement. Those long levers in 3, in 2, and time. Beautiful. All right. Arms out overhead. Feet stay to the floor. We extend it up and drop it down. We keep those arms out as long as we can. Not coming all the way up into a sit-up position. You've got 10 here. 10 of them. Not all the way up into that sit-up position, just about 45, maybe a little bit further. And then we're back up, picking up right where we left off, y'all. Just hit the 2-minute mark. Just hit the 2-minute mark. Couple deep breaths. And then we're right back in, picking up where we left off. My crew in studio is into their second round here. Into those side bends. If you got a couple more swings, take them. Don't just restart. Again, if that weight's a little bit heavy, you're having trouble keeping it up overhead, eyes on your weight the whole time as we go through. You thought if you didn't do those Turkish get-ups yesterday, you were going to get away with this step, okay? Turns out it snuck up on you on Snoop Saturdays. Good, y'all. We're 2.5 minutes in. Just be aware of which side you're on and how many reps you're through, because we're coming into that second core break. You've got 15 seconds. Let's knock out 5 or 6 more reps wherever we're at. When we get into that core break, it's 10 of those long levers. 10. We make our way down to the floor in 3, 2, and time. Good. Let's make our way down. Right back down. Arms out overhead. Those heels stay to the floor. Heels stay to the floor, arms extended. We bring it up, and then right back down. Again, don't bring this all the way up like an overhead sit-up. We make it about halfway. We keep that tension all the way through. That's what makes it tough. Find your breath. Arms stay long. Good work, y'all. Good work. Once you're through 10, couple deep breaths. Let's make our way back up, and we're back in. Picking up where we left off. Our crew in studio is working to the end of their second round. Getting through 3 rounds is going to be great in this set. If we get into a 4th, it's all bonus, all right? So keep that in mind. Once you're through those swings, set it down. Find that single knee. Take that weight up overhead. Eyes on your weight. We kick that hip out. We take that hand all the way to the floor here. That hand should land right outside of our grounded knee as we come to the side, y'all. Good work. The crew here, just getting through their side bends. You've got 10 seconds into our 3rd and final core break, okay? So make sure you know where you are. We're in your rep count. In 3, 2, and that's time. Good. Our weight comes down to the floor. Back to our back. 3rd and final core break in this 3rd round, y'all. Again, heels stay grounded. We come up similar to an overhead sit-up, but we keep those arms out long, and we're not quite into that L sit, okay? Little breath out as you come up. Create a little bit of space. Try not to flop our back down to the floor. Under control, top to bottom, bottom to top. Once you're through 10, find your way up. You've got 1 minute left in this round, y'all. 1 minute. You're doing great. Keep working through. Just as a reminder, 5 and 5 on those half kneeling hinges, and then 12 on our swings. 12 on our swings. We've got 45 seconds left. If you can get all the way through this third and final round, great. If you have extra time and you want to knock out a couple more side bends, take it. You've got 30 seconds left in the round. 30 seconds remaining. Doing great. Final 25 seconds, y'all. Let's keep working. Keep working. You're doing great. Last few reps. We get plenty of rest in between, so let's work all the way to the end here. 15 seconds. Give me what you got left. If you're on side bends, maybe we take 3 and 3 each way. Make sure we end out even. You've got 5 seconds left, all the way to that bell. Good work. And time. Beautiful. We've got 1 minute, 15 seconds of rest. You deserved it. You earned it. Take it. Stay to your feet. Move around a little bit. Move around a little bit. Find that breath. Doing great. All right. Next one in. We have 6 to 8 triceps or Hindu push-ups. Okay, so I'm going to demo from a side angle here. We come from our elbows. I lean forward. I come up onto those hands and then right back down. Elbows forward and then right back up, okay? Try and keep that posture low, keeping those hips tucked in, all right? Active quads from there. And then this one's a real fun one, okay? We're going to come up to a standing position. I'm going to take a knee out in front, and then I'm going to extend that leg out, back to 90. Straight and 90, working from that single leg. We take 8 and 8 on the single leg extensions. If we can't get through that Hindu push-up or that triceps push-up, elbow, elbow, hand, hand, working back and forth. We'll take 6 each way just like that, all right? Let's make our way back. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Core work from our back, butt lifts, arms out wide, just driving high and then dropping it down. We take 10, just like that, and those legs stay high. And I'm about to lose my bike. I'm all over the place. All right, once you're there, let's go ahead and get rolling, y'all. 6 to 8 on those triceps push-ups. Good. If you're a little unclear on what we got going here, take a look in that camera. Good work, y'all. 6 to 8, your rep count. We try and keep those hips tucked in tight, not pushing into a down dog. And then we're right back up. Single leg out in front. Knee up at 90, we extend it out and pull it back in. We've got 8 and 8 here. Nice, Catherine. Good work. Way to finish through. Good work, y'all. Great job. We get 8 and 8 each way here. Focusing on that single leg balance. Slight bend in that standing leg. Kick that thing straight out. Let's see some kicks out. Straight forward into your cameras. Good job. Keep working, keep working. You've got about 10 seconds, and then we're right down to our butts, putting those footprints on the ceiling. We go in 5, in 3, and let's find our way to our backs. Put this on for me. I can't see me. Is it on there good? Yeah. Oh, fresh. All right. Thank you, sir. All right, y'all. 10 butt lifts here, putting those footprint on the ceiling. If you need those arms out for balance, take them. Don't let those feet fall down to the floor. This is not a leg raise. Footprint onto the floor. We take 10 and then we're right back up, picking up where we left off. All right, into those triceps push-ups. 6 to 8 there. And then into those single leg extensions out. Finding balance onto that single leg. The hamstrings are super tight. Let's really fight for that straight leg. Quad activation as we kick that leg straight out. 8 and 8. Couple new movements here today. A little bit different than what we normally go through. So be patient with yourself as you go here. If you're having trouble with those triceps, you can drop elbow to elbow, hand to hand. But really try and keep those elbows in tucked in tight as we go through. Good work, y'all. You've got 20 seconds before we're into that next butt lift round, coming down to our back. Number 2 of 3 here. When you come up to the top of that triceps push-up, straighten those arms out as much as you can. All right. In 3, 2, and we're down to our backs. Using those hands out for balance if you need them. Straight legs, straight toward the ceiling. Little pulse up, and then we drop it back down. Good. Same thing through all these core movements. We don't just let those hips flop to the floor. Controlled as we drop them down. If you can keep those legs straight, do it. Find a little bit more height every time. See how high we can get those feet up. Once you're done, right back up to our feet. We're right back in, all right? 6 to 8 on the triceps. And then 8 and 8 on those extensions out. How's everyone looking on those leg extensions, Ricky? These are definitely tougher than they look, as I'm sure you all are experiencing right now. Good work. You've got about 25 seconds into that third core break, okay? So make sure you know where that rep count's at. Good work, y'all. We find that core break in 3, in 2, and time. Good. Let's roll over to our backs. We get that butt lift one more time. Third round in on that butt lift. Good. If you're feeling good, see if we can find a little extra extension. See if you can actually put those footprints on the ceiling. And as those hips come down, we drop it down nice and slow. 10 times here, and then we're back up to our feet. We've got one more little set here. So picking up wherever we left off, let's finish this last round. Strong, under control. We've got 45 seconds left. 45 seconds left. Finishing that round out. Good work, y'all. Let's get through it. If you're up to those leg extensions, this is where we start thinking about getting even side to side. You've got 30 seconds through. Last few in. Let's finish them out. Mental toughness here in this round. Really take some focus to get through this last set, okay? Good work. You've got 15 seconds. Wherever you're at, let's finish in motion. Good work, y'all. Finishing out in 5, in 3, and time. Good work. I know they're feeling it here in the studio. Hope you're feeling it here at home. Let's get that double tap. Beautiful. All right. All right, y'all. We got one left. One left in. We're going to start out with some good mornings, okay? So we're going to take weight either to our chest nice and tight, preferably if you can get it there. Back behind our shoulders. We're going to take slight bend in those knees, okay? Slight bend in those knees. Pulling those shoulders back. I hinge forward, and then right back up to the top, okay? We take 8 on those good mornings. From there, we take our kettlebell or dumbbell out in front, feet about hips width apart, lock that core in, and we go for 8 bell hops. So 8 on the good mornings, and then 8 on the hops, keeping that chest up nice and tall as we bring that weight down to the floor. And then to finish out, we're back in that forearm plank position, and we take alternating hip dips, side to side. We go for 12 total, 6 each way to finish. We got 6 more minutes in the round. Let's get it going. Back in. 6 more minutes of work, 3 core breaks. We go here in 3, in 2, and let's begin. Good mornings with that weight behind the head. Locking that core in, finding that hinge forward, and then pulling it through. Don't lock those knees out here. Both of our movements, both of our strength work movements are 8 reps each, okay? So easy to remember for this last round. 8 and 8 on the good mornings and the bell hops. Good. When you come to the top, make sure we're bringing those hips all the way to full extension, opening those hip flexors up, and then right back in. Good work, y'all. And then we're into bell hops. 8 bell hops, feet just about hips width apart. Again, shoulders pulled back, eyes up. 8 and 8, nice and soft, tap down to the floor. We don't need any neighborly feuds today, all right? So nice, soft tap down to the floor, sitting that butt down low. Once you've got 8 there, we're right back to the top. We're just through our first minute, okay? Just through our first minute, rounding the corner, coming toward that first core break. And just as a reminder, we go from that forearm plank and we take hip dips, 12 total, 6 each way. Good work. We finish out in 3, in 2, and time. Good work. All right. Coming down. Oh, I got you. Good. All right. Coming down to those forearms. We take low plank, hip dip side to side. Again, active quads. We just rotate to the right, rotate to the left. Little semicircle over the top. 12 total. Once you're through 12, you know the drill. You're right back to your feet, and we're right back in. Good mornings and bell hops, 8 and 8. Staying strong here. We are 2 minutes into our 6-minute round. You have 4 minutes left in your Saturday workout. Let's finish it strong. In motion all the way to the end. Good work, y'all. If you need a couple extra breaths, little extra rest, take it. You've earned it today, all right? But let's work through that final round. When you come into those bell hops, shoulders pulled back, eyes stay up. Easy tap down to the floor. And then we're right back in. Good mornings. 8 and 8 on those good mornings. Good. This round through these good mornings can be slow and controlled. We can find some pace in those bell hops. But we put a premium on that posture and that range of motion in our good mornings, y'all. Gotcha. Yep. Good work, y'all. All right. We're down into that plank in 3, in 2, and we find our way down. Good work. All right. Let's get there. 3 minutes in. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes left in your workout. We take plank, hip dips, 6 and 6, 12 total. Once you're through 12 total, let's make our way back up to our feet. We are on the downhill of this round. Last couple minutes of this workout. Let's breathe and let's stay strong. Core tight all the way through. Super important in these final 2 movements. In all movements, but just like our first round, we got to keep everything locked in this final round, all right? Right back up to our feet. Once you're through 12, let's finish it out. Just rounding the corner on our 4th minute of our 6-minute set. Let's finish it out strong. Continue to find that breath, but we keep that core tight all the way through. Good work, good work. Just coming up on that 4-minute mark. Bring that weight soft, easy to the floor here. Again, slow and controlled on those good mornings. You can be a little bit quicker, a little bit more dynamic on those bell hops, but don't rush those good mornings. No set number of rounds we want to get through here. We just want to finish in motion, finishing strong as we go. You've got about 10 seconds into that final core break. We finish in 3, in 2, and time. Good, gotcha. All right, last one in. Finding our way down to that plank. 12 hip dips, 6 and 6, finishing it out. And then it's time for some gin and juice if you're following along on the playlist. We are just about a minute left in this round, y'all. Wherever you're at, finish out those dips, find your way back up, and let's finish it out. We've got 1 minute of work left in your Snoop Saturday, okay? 1 minute left. Last few reps. If you're in those bell hops, let's see if we can find a little additional height. Maybe we land a little bit more softly. How can we intensify that movement? Switch it up. Focus in a little bit tighter. You've got 40 seconds left in your workout for the day. 40 seconds remaining. You're doing great. Stay with me. No more core breaks. We work all the way to the end here. Good mornings, 8, and then bell hops, 8. We've got 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left to finish. Finish in motion all the way through to the end here. Final 15 to get through. Wherever your reps are at, let's stay strong. 10 more seconds to work. Last couple in. If you're still working, get through it. We finish out in 5. We finish out in 3, in 2, and that's time. Great work. Give yourselves a round of applause. Give yourself a pat on the back. If you have somebody in the room with you, give them a foot 5. Do your thing. Great job, y'all. Let's take a second. Let's just stay on our feet for a second here. Move around. Grab a little bit of water. Towel off. Give Hash Brown a little pat on the ass. Whatever you need to do here, just stay on your feet. Let's stay active. Catherine's going to start in a nice wide leg forward fold. Trying to open up that low back, lengthen out those hamstrings a little bit. Wherever you decide to start out into this cool down, make sure you're breathing deeply as we go. Definitely want focus to be on opening up low back and working in through those hips here today. So keep that in mind. Just want to apologize for the confusion on the password today. We were not aware that that these new measures were put in place by Zoom. So we will get some communication out via Instagram about whether it's going to be the same password or it's going to be a unique password every day. And we'll give everyone plenty of notice on that password moving forward, but I'm fairly certain that there will be a password required every day. So we'll take the measures to make sure you guys know what's going on as we move forward, okay? Tomorrow we have the ever popular Combo Sunday, okay? So you'll need your weight and we'll get some cardio in as well. If you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out. Let us know. We still have bands if you need them. Let us know. We can make arrangements to get those bands to you. Make sure you have a mask when you go outside. That's just a little PSA, okay? I learned it from the governor. He told me to follow up, so just got to let my team know in here. Make sure you got your masks. Eric, you got anything for the team here?
Just going to say, guys, as we start to get in and we open up this meeting for tomorrow, those people that maybe weren't long enough today, pass on the information that they are getting the password. You extra minutes, we'll get it posted a little bit earlier now that we're aware. But again, that is exactly the definition of community and how to spread that throughout. So just make sure that you are letting everybody else know that we do need a password now via Zoom. So just spread that message, please. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all. Hope you have a great Saturday. If you can get outside, it's going to be a beautiful day to do so. Don't travel in groups if you get outside, okay? And wear your masks, people.
Don't go to the parks. The governor said, do not go to the parks. They blocked off 16th Street. Stay in your neighborhoods.
If you have any other questions about new restrictions, go to cityofdenver.gov. Okay, bye. Love y'all. Have a great Saturday.